Alright kids, I've made it to my campsite for the night. Just need to figure out where I can hang up the hammock. It's been about 30 years since I've been on this land. A lot has changed. I don't even remember where we used to have wiener roasts out here. A little bit windy today. I don't think I'll be hanging around this spot. I think we'll go back to where I parked the truck. Seem to be some better spaced trees. A little bit more sheltered from the wind. Just kind of hoping for some rain tonight, but does not appear to be anything in the forecast. Typical Alberta this time of year, the last few years. No rain, no April showers, but that's all right. No fire tonight. We'll still have a good time. Alright, well, head back to the truck, get my hammock, get that set up, and then we'll see what the kids picked out for me for dinner tonight. Alright, so I thought I had a spot, set my bag down. Just looking around at the trees, making sure there was no dead ones ready to fall on me. And then I noticed the two perfect trees that had red ants crawling all the way up them, and I didn't feel like having them crawl down my hammock strap into my hammock at night. Doubt that would have happened, but I was paranoid that way. So, went to go pick up my backpack and it was covered in red ants, so maybe did the right call. So, went scouting around to look for another spot, and I did find one. And I left my new handy dandy bug swatter that my daughter so nicely got me for my birthday, and you think where the heck did I put it now? Oh, there it is. Little pink thing just off in the distance there. Doubt you can see it, but so I think this will do. Got some prickles and crap here, but I can cut this stuff out. So I will set up my hammock now and see how it looks. Alright, hammock is now set up. Took me a little bit longer to find the ideal trees to get everything set up. And I got to test out the new whoopee slings. So that was fun because I was about, that far too long to be able to reach the straps. And I have no idea how I did this. And it's not 100% confirmed yet because I got to go through my other stuff, but my tarp for my hammock, I don't know where it is. So I'll be sleeping under the stars tonight, so I'm actually kind of glad we don't have any showers coming in. I did bring another tarp, just not the Haven hammock tarp, so I may have to jimmy rig something, but this is the second time I've used this. I took it apart this winter just to clean everything up, and I must have got it back in the basement still. But yeah, it'll be fun. I don't care. I've got the other tarp, and this thing is the most comfortable thing I've ever slept in too. I'm so glad I bought it. Most expensive backpacking gear I've bought. I don't normally do that, especially now with kids, but it's worth every penny. All right, I'm a little hungry. Oh, it's 5:45. That could be why. I sent my kids into the dollar store, told them $20, and find me a snack and some dinner and a drink, I think dessert and breakfast. And I think my daughter was in charge of dessert and my son was in charge of dinner and breakfast. And I'm just now realizing, in my haste and excitement to leave on my first trip of the year, I forgot my coffee and my coffee maker. So yeah, we'll see what they packed me anyway. It's all supposed to be a surprise. Have an idea of what's in there, but I'll pretend to be surprised. That's breakfast. What do we got here? Snacks. Oh, yeah, that's heavy. Oh my goodness. And we got supper. So, what is going to be for supper? Alright. Oh, not at all. Alright. Surprise number one. We got some chicken noodles. We've got some beans. And some more chicken noodles. Oh, geez. And some tuna. Good stuff. All right. I'm definitely not going hungry tonight. I don't think I'll be eating all this, but we'll see. And hopefully I have a can opener in with my camping stuff still. Yeah. So what happens when you don't plan things out? You're just super excited. You forget tarps. Well, tarp that goes with the hammock. I do have a tarp. I forgot my hatchet to hack away at all the crap that was underneath my hammock. I don't need anything poking me in the middle of the night. Unlike having a porcupine trying to sniff at me in my hammock one year. What else did I forget? I'm sure there's more. This is pure chaos when I left. That's what happens. It's alright. I'll be more prepared. This is the trial run for the few trips that I go on this summer, which I'm very excited, looking forward to. Alright, I am going to get everything set up for dinner. It's still beautiful out. I love summertime. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys, kids, that is, because this video is for you guys. I'll talk to you guys once I have the meal going. Alright, let's see what I got in my camping stuff. Ah! Success! I do have a can opener. Awesome! Oh, didn't know I had one of these. I don't normally car camp. And truth be told, all the car camping stuff, I believe my wife bought off the buy and sell before we even met. I don't even know if she's used any of it. So yeah, but that is awesome. I've got a can opener. I do have pots. I can cook some beans. Awesome. All right, let's get this dinner going. I know this is a staple for a lot of campers. I usually backpack, so I don't usually take out cans of beans, but this is actually the first time I've had beans camping, I think, which is alright. And I'm not sure if I've ever actually eaten a whole can of beans to myself, so we'll start with this, and we'll see where the night takes us anyway. As far as food goes, I know what it's taking. It's going to take me to bed tonight, pure silence, hopefully. Nothing bothers me tonight. And hopefully there's no rain. I don't want to have to fiddle around with a tarp in the middle of the night. That would be ideal. I do miss the country. I did not have farm blood in me as far as being a farmer, but I did have farm blood in me as far as being a country boy, that's for sure. I do miss this. This actually used to be, if I'm not mistaken, my great-grandpa, where those trees are, I think my great-grandpa was the one who built the house there, if I'm not mistaken. My grandpa lived there, and then they moved the house just down the road to where I grew up, where my dad was born. And I know it'd be awesome to have a place up here. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but it's fun to come check this place back out after so many years. And now, I want to enjoy my big pan of beans, thanks to my son. Thanks, boy. So, as with everything else on this camping trip, I found something else. I forgot. Something I even mentioned on the way out that I needed to grab. I forgot toilet paper. So, hopefully there's no issues. However, as a parent, one thing you never leave home without: wet wipes. I managed to find some wet wipes in the middle console of the truck. Thank goodness. So that is even better than toilet paper as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, let's wait for my cup of noodles that my boy picked out for me. Waiting for those to warm up. So, let's see what's in bag number 2. My snacks that my daughter, I believe, picked out for me. So, let's see how well she knows me. We've got some Pringles. Wow, party stack. I'm going to be going home with some Pringles, I think. Oh, some Jolly Rancher hard candy. What is this? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Candy lipstick. Oh, I love that girl. Oh, we got some mini M&Ms. Excellent. I prefer the peanut ones, but those are just good. Oh, mini eggs. Excellent. And some Gatorade Zero. Man, they did good with their shopping trip. I am going home with food. I can't see myself eating all this. But I might save this one for when I get home. So you can try some too. Because I know she'll be disappointed if I eat all this candy. And I would probably be disappointed if I eat all that candy. Oh, that's awesome. I love that surprise. That's great. All right, well, I'm going to have some Gatorade, and I think my noodles are ready. So I'll go back to listening to my podcast and enjoying this beautiful weather. I decided to take a bit of a walk this evening. This used to be pasture land as well. See, they fenced it off. Well-worn path, obviously used by the cattle. Here was where the old house was, which I actually remember coming into when I was probably a toddler. One of my earliest memories, actually. I remember my dad telling me to be careful. It was obviously rotting away. I remember finding old toys, a couple old tractors or something in there. Maybe a couple weird little pre-Lego bricks, I don't know. And the road that would come up here. I know, probably not as exciting watching this video as it is for me thinking about memories up here, but wanted to video it anyway, something to look back on. It's gonna be nice falling asleep to hearing frogs tonight. It's like one of my core memories of my childhood. It's the summers, falling asleep with my window open, hearing frogs. I don't hear that in town, obviously, depending upon where you are, but I don't. And this also, there's a little bit of pasture land out here too, because I remember when my dad broke it up, but it was also where I learned how to drive standard for the first time. Pasture land is great for that. There's no other vehicles to hit. Somebody left their pail out here. Don't think I'll need it for anything tonight. Make a good chair if I didn't have my camping chair with me. Just follow the cow path. Lumpy ground. Well, it's not. There's a little bit of dark clouds that I wasn't sure if they were going to come in. So I actually rigged up my tarp on my hammock tonight. I figured I'd do that just in case, but it seems to be moving away. So probably a dry night, but I've only ever risked sleeping without a tarp once. And of course that night, middle of the night, it started raining. So there's definitely a mad scramble for tarps that night. I wasn't the only one, so I'm not the only idiot out there. And I believe off in this area, there's a broken down old combine. It was the one that my dad used when he was a kid. It sat out here for years. I remember going and climbing all over that when I was a kid. You can hear a helicopter off in the distance somewhere. At least the wind died down, so hopefully it'll be a quiet night tonight. Oh, frogs are out. Oh, a little bit of a dumping ground out here. The old tires. Some concrete. I'm not sure what kind of building was out here. Obviously must have been something out here, but an old Coke bottle. Chrome, some lights. Oh, here's an old toy, I think. What is that? Old train, it looks like. Weird. Oh. Another piece of a toy. And then the frogs just stop. They must have heard me tromping around through here. That blue. I don't know what that is. Oh, the frogs are talking again. Duck scared me flying out of there. Start talking again. Love that sound. This off the fence. Oh, it got underneath somehow. How the heck did that happen? Weird. Alright, mess around with it. Oh, it feels good to walk off some of those beans and noodle bowls. I tried a little bit of everything. Had a bunch of Pringles. Had some hard Jolly Ranchers. Had some mini M&Ms. Some Gatorade, and yeah, I'm feeling it. You made good picks though. Good job, guys. I got some new accessories for my hammock tent. I got the Ridgeline lights, the whoopee slings, and the air mattress pumps. So this little overnighter was kind of to test those things out before I head out to the Rockies and find out that it doesn't work the way I like it or something, but I figured this would be a good little trip for that. Well, Alright, well, head back to the truck. Go sit in my seat, listen to some more podcasts, or maybe I'll just listen to sounds around me. Haven't quite decided on that. Hey Dad, I found where you forgot your harrows. Oh yeah, before I forget. A little tarp set up over my hammock. Worked like a charm actually. Had a couple little carabiners to connect on the bottom, a couple at the top. It actually works better on this than it did on my little banana sling hammock setup that I had before. So quite happy about that actually. Alright, back to relaxing. "9:30 and the coyotes are starting to howl now." Oops, sorry. 9:30 and the coyotes are starting to howl. I was wondering if I'd hear them tonight. Alright, well you clearly can't see anything here, but it's about 10 o'clock. Figured it was time to head to bed. Been a long day, so anyway. Good night, kids. Good night, Mama. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning. That was a rough sleep. Rough sleep. Every time I started falling asleep, coyotes howling. And that was the closest I've ever had coyotes howl around me. I had them on both sides actually. It's kind of cool, kind of creepy. Enough to keep me up though, so. Time to wake up though. Get some breakfast, break up camp, get home. Got some stuff to do this morning. We'll see what's for breakfast. Nice morning. Definitely needed that tarp last night for the hammock. The one that comes with it, that is. This one just didn't tighten down enough, and that was the other thing that kept me up, as the wind was picking up and blowing it constantly. Got a little cool in there despite it being like 8 degrees. Should be 20s today, so that's good. Anyways, let's see what we got for breakfast this morning. There's that round thing in there. I see. Obviously, another one thing here. Got some oatmeal. What kind of oatmeal? Got maple and brown sugar, and oh, instant coffee. Thanks, buddy. It'll probably taste like crap, but it's coffee. That's awesome. Because I forgot my other stuff. That boy knows me. Awesome. Alright, let's get some water boiling here. Get this coffee so we can get on the road. That was a decent little spot to have the night. Didn't mind that at all. Got to test out the whoopee slings. That was good too. Everything seemed to work all right. Maybe come back here next year again. Oh. Just like that, it's gonna be down. Alright. Let's get some breakfast on the road here. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever actually had instant coffee like this before. I remember it being in our house when I grew up. Granted, I didn't even start drinking coffee till my wife was pregnant with our son. I was a tea drinker. Now I can't go back. Let's see. That needs some more water. There we go. Probably need to give this thing a little stir. I don't know how well the stuff dissolves, but ooh, that's hot. Let's give it a taste. Morning. Another YouTuber I watch always goes, "Taster's nasty." This isn't even that. This is dollar store brand instant coffee. I'm scared. Anyway. It does have a flavor taste to it. I'll go with that. It'll do on a morning when I have no coffee. So thank you to my son for thinking of me with that one. Appreciate it. All right, did the quick runs, look around, and I didn't see that we've forgotten anything. No garbage left behind. Suppose there'll be some cattle on this land here in next week or so. I'm not sure, but it's nice not to have to worry about any come walking around me and scare me thinking it's something else. But those coyotes were enough. That was pretty cool, but they were really close. I've never had them that close to me before, so that was enough to jolt me from my light sleep every time. But hopefully I can get a video put together. I've never actually put one on YouTube before, so I'm not sure what that's going to entail. But hopefully my kids like watching the video and see what they picked out for me and helped me with my birthday camping trip, and anybody else that might end up coming across this random video. And it'll be kind of fun to look back when I'm too old to camp. Hopefully YouTube will still be around. I imagine it'll be so. All right, well, I'll see you in about an hour, kids. Bye.